Welcome to Checkpoint.
I
guess I am kind of short compared to you. I thought I could get away with not wearing my books.
Well, wait.
Or
not wearing my books.
Not sitting on my books.
There, that looks pretty even.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, you are shorter than me.
I'm a lot shorter than you. And, to add insult to injury,
That way. Too far.
You didn't tell me to stop.
I said slightly that way. Move that way until I tell you to stop. You phase through the wall, across the room, through the other wall.
Out into the ocean.
Out into the neighborhood. Goodbye forever.
Into the sea.
Yeah.
Or I return to my natural habitat of hagging.
A haggis eating competition. What were you guys talking about? The shirt is slightly suggestive gray. Sean's Cheap Sheep Entrails has just subscribed. Right, you guys are talking about the new Twitch thing.
Well, Clench Eastwood, I take longer to get ready for Checkpoint because I put on makeup. I don't look like this naturally.
I
have to cover the warts and the bog witch mark on my face.
That was voluntary. You didn't have to get that tattoo.
No, I was born with it. It's like a birthmark.
On the run from username police. It's just subscribe. What a great name.
Graham has had a haircut since last week.
It's amazing. It's so short at the back and sides. Just like I asked him for. Because I got a short back and sides. From Victory Barber and Brand. Men's Barbershop.
Hamath. Just subscribed. Hamath.
Welcome back, Hamath. Thank you for subscribing.
The saga continues, says on the run from username police. And a beard trim, they say. Well noticed. You did get a beard trim, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Because I figured, I am capable of trimming my own beard, but they'll do it when you get a haircut. So I was like...
Is it like an add-on? Do they do it for free?
Yeah, it's just part of the thing.
Nice.
It's part of the gentleman's cut. You can also get a hot shave there, but I have no desire to do that. Anarin has resubscribed. Anarin, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. And King James Enigma has subscribed. Thank you for subscribing.
Rebellious Uno says, men with beards notice these kind of things. Are those new glasses too, Graham?
A professional bear trimming.
You what?
Graham is not wearing glasses. These are the ones I've had for like a long time, like 4 or 5 years.
Messing with me.
Smiling Warlock just subscribed.
Never trust a smiling warlock.
Candy Nuke just subscribed.
Ha! Candy Nuke.
I had a lot of fun doing the research for those drawings.
It's almost funny username. No, almost funny. Not quite. Screw Attack 94 is subscribed. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Wow,
Jesus.
We're just ripping through the subs.
Mobile Unit.
Mobile Suit Jundum. And Clover Vibe has subscribed. Holy crap. This is amazing. Marcanius is subscribed.
Wow.
R.I.P. Shirtless Beach Sad Face has subscribed. No more shirtless beaches.
That's you guys got it. Spoiler.
You got it while you could.
Maybe should we switch the intro and outro jokes just so we can get the joke out of the way faster?
What?
The intro and outro jokes. I said we should make the outro joke, the Twitch.
Yeah, we already have an outro though, in the episode.
Oh.
The last story goes into.
It will be the. Okay, you didn't say that. I thought that was just gonna be in the middle.
No.
What was our intro joke again? Oh, yeah, I remember. It's the things.
Yeah.
The many things.
Yes, the many things. Yeah, we're good. It's okay. We don't need to joke about it in the actual show. Oh my goodness me.
We're never getting.
The sub hype is so real.
All right, has our iPad booted back up?
No.
Nope. All right, let's just keep.
We can tell you about stories that we won't be discussing on today's episode of Checkpoint. We're doing that one. We're doing that one. Oh, so there's a game called Her Majesty's Spiffing, which is up on Kickstarter right now.
It's been on Kickstarter before.
Yes, it was but now they have a demo, and they have more of the game to show.
And it did not meet its Kickstarter goal the first time, but now they've put up a demo video to show what the game is going to look like, and so they're relaunching it. Mogling has just subscribed.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, I don't know.
It should not make noise.
Oh, it's, Facebook Messenger, because it's, pub quiz night tonight.
Right. No, spiffing. It's the HM Spiffing. It's the name of a spaceship. It looks like a... the ship in the game is actually called the
Novelty subscription.
Novelty subscription has subscribed. It's called the
That is
HM
15.
HM Spaceship Imperialize, I think it is. It looks like a Mini Cooper with engines and wings on it. Anyway, the point is, it's a British indie developer making a point-and-click adventure game. Very goofy.
About putting the British Empire back together, but out in space. So colonialism, yay.
Yeah. Graham does like pub quiz. Graham does like pub quiz.
Gamer girl Rena just subscribed.
Welcome, gamer girl Rena. Thank you for subscribing. Holy crap! We're up to 16 already. That's amazing. Anyway, so the point is, they did this Kickstarter. They only raised £12,000 before, but then they kept, and then they didn't. Then they asked for 30. So they were like, all right. That sucked, but we're going to keep working on this game because we want to make it. And they did like other commercial sort of contract projects to keep the lights on in the intermediate time. And now they're back. They're asking for the same amount of money, but now they have a demo and actual alpha footage that they can show. And now they've already raised the same 12,000 that they raised before, and it's going better. So that was interesting. Wait, the stream is live. The hell's been offline the entire time for me. Are you kidding? Sorry, Lombard. You haven't missed actual checkpoint. So.
Yeah, we're waiting for our iPad to boot up.
How do you control when your resubscription occurs? Do you unsub and resub? So, to crash Zor, that's how people are doing it, but in future, they are adding a feature that you will not have to do that. We don't know when they're adding that feature, but at PAX, they told partners, oh no, I missed the sub cutoff. Is resubscribed. Welcome back. Thank you. At PAX, they told Twitch partners about some features that they were adding. One of them being, if you just let your subscription continue, just let it resubscribe monthly, then when you go log into chat, there'll be a thing at the top of chat saying you've resubscribed with a little button to announce it in the chat room. So then you can wait until the streamer of your choice on our channel is live, and then you can go, boop, and then it'll say, so-and-so is resubscribed, and they've been subscribed for this many months, and so we can be like, hey, welcome back, you've resubbed, and you've been subbed for this long. That'll be cool. No idea when they're implementing that, but I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a feature that a lot of streamers like to thank their subscribers on the air, so it's definitely something a lot of people are looking forward to. So
that got raucous applause from the room.
Yeah. So hopefully that comes out sooner rather than later.
Twitch partners such as ourselves were very happy to hear that. That was pretty sweet. So, bum bum bum, do 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 do. This is my first Twitch sub, not a resub. Oh, well, Anarin, I'm sorry that I thought that you've been around in the chat for so long. Well, welcome. Thank you for subscribing for the first time. Many thanks.
This is not a D20. It's just a necklace. It's like a tiny thing. I wish it was a D20.
You can get those.
Yeah, I want like a black one or like a blingy one though. That'd be absolutely amazing, like a blingy D20.
I like that. So the reason we're a little delayed starting the actual show is our teleprompter. Secrets of the industry. We use a teleprompter. Sorry, is dead. It just booted up. So we're gonna give it a second to like
get its shit together.
Get some battery in there, and then Paul will set up the prompting app, and then we'll.
What are some other stories that we're not covering?
But in the meantime,
this week,
we sort of talk about that. Scrolls
is coming out for real, and not just for play in November.
Yeah, and they've reduced the price for it too on PC. Scrolls will no longer be $20. This is the digital card game from Mojang. It will no longer be $20. It will now be $5 in order to keep it more competitive with other products. And when it launches on iOS, you can download it for free and play it as like a dummy user, like not just you can play it as like an anonymous user, and then pay $5 to unlock the full game.
I'm kind of excited about
which I like. I like that's the way that Duels of the Planeswalkers did it. Like, I don't mind an in-app purchase if it's basically you're using the free download like a demo, and then the one in-app purchase is like $10 to actually buy it now.
I'm fine with that.
I like that.
Me too.
I hate the nickel and diming if you can't unlock those things through the game normally.
Yeah. Hate it.
I don't like it.
Deskshine. Yeah, we did. We made it onto the Nerdist last week because of the Destiny video.
Yeah.
Unless we made it again, but probably not.
Dugma, you did not miss it. The actual checkpointing has yet to begin.
Let's see, what else did we not talk about?
We can wait however long we want to actually do it.
Okay, and you have the text on it too? Okay, we'll do one more story then.
Oh, there's a gameplay video for Shelter. It's very cute. There's little baby lynxes.
Oh, this is cool. If you're into the fight sticks, the fighting with sticks, if you're into the
Is that Skullgirls?
the FGC,
The picture?
the fighting game community, I think that's Skullgirls, yes.
Yeah.
Hang on. Skullgirls Encore developer Lab Zero Games is collaborating with Naughty Dog's John Cowboy Bellamy on an upcoming driver that will make some PS3 fight sticks compatible with PS4 titles.
So you don't have to buy a new fight stick.
Because if you're in the FGC, you got your own stick.
And those are very expensive sometimes. Like these can be high-end things, and you don't want to have one for PS3 and one for PS4. And I know for some people who do use them, there's a certain amount of you get them broken in and they're just right, right? So
They
getting a
call
new
me
one.
Sticks Fight Me.
There's I mean obviously they can wear out if you use them a lot, but after you buy them, there's the perfect broken in phase, and then if you got a new one, it wouldn't quite feel the same. $100 to $200 per stick, says Krieger Solon.
Punch says, I just got my email notification from Twitch that you're streaming. The emails can take a while. I prefer to, I have the mobile app, which tells me, but also if you're subscribed to a channel, as you now are, Clench, you can opt into text message notifications. That is one of the teeny perks of being a thub.
Excuse me. Dear Dr. Slur, I will be going to PAX East 2015 is my first ever convention, says Hubie King, because there's not many conventions in Finland.
Wow.
And will you be there so I can be amazed at you?
We will. We'll have a table in Bandland, and we'll have a panel, and you can come and touch your hands to our hands.
We may not be at PAX South. That is up for debate right now.
We're sort of
thinking about it.
Sort of planning to be.
Are we?
We haven't. Yeah, we've talked about it. I'm pretty sure we're, at least a couple of us, I think, are hoping to be at PAX South.
Okay.
I think it makes sense. If those are the only 3 conventions we do, that's a pretty good.
I mean, it's a good circuit of the US.
That's a lot of North America covered.
PAX Australia.
Oh, so do
next year.
But this year they moved it, so it's happening right now, which is the worst time of year because of Dessert Bus. So. Do you think Indy could handle a PAX Midwest if they ever made one?
If they can handle Gen Con, PAX is nothing.
Indy could handle. No, they're about the same.
Really? I thought Gen Con was
No, Gen Con's big.
Really big.
Real big. Maybe it's big. Maybe it's a little bigger than PAX, but no. Indy could definitely handle it, but I don't think North America needs another PAX.
I didn't know Gen Con was that big.
Yeah, Gen Con's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, PAX East is 80,000 people.
Yeah. All right, should we try and get this going?
Yeah.
All right. So you want to put the thingy in the thing? Clip the thing to the thing?
Boop, 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 boop. I don't know why I'm holding my finger over the mute button.
I don't know either.
Because I have the power!
Butts. Why am I trying to open my VNC app?
I don't know. Because you're a scrub?
Yeah.
PAX Africa?
Pafrica.
Pafrica. I miss the PAX down in Africa!
God, please, no.
I'm so excited to sing that song this year.
I hate that meme so much.
What, that's just the Desert Bus meme?
Yes.
Just screaming Africa?
Yes. It's shrill and annoying.
We only do it once.
No, you don't.
We do, last year we did it once.
Audio is cutting in and out.
Was it?
Sure.
Looks good. Want to turn it on? connecting. Oh. Must connect.
Is the camera still in the right spot?
Yeah, camera looks good.
Somewhere in America, Dix just shudders, says Chemistring. He doesn't know why. A chill goes up his spine.
Well, Liz is watching, so that's exciting.
Oh, really? Did she just say Africa to you?
Yeah, she just texted me. Alrighty.
See, you know what? Some people like it, and it might just be the people who work at Desert Bus.
I think the people who work at Desert Bus like it the least.
Really? I love it. Ashley loves it. Liz loves it. She just Africa'd you.
It's just so loud and shrill.
Well, yeah, but it's a special thing. It's our thing. Just like screaming.
You can't take it away from us.
Camera has Africa. A couple people saying I hate it. They're with Graham.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
Oh, pack Snorsh.
That sounds miserable.
3 Weagle in every swag bag. You open up.
Can you shift like an inch to your left?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Just so we're more evenly spaced across the shot. Okay.
Let's do this.
Whoever's crinkling noises out there, stop your crinkling.
They can't hear that.
Oh, they can hear it. They can hear it. They can hear everything.
Oh my god, actually, if we do another pin, we could do a Weagle.
We could. Alright.
Alright. Thanks, everybody. Now we start the checking points.
Let's do it. Oh, local recording. Yes. Yes. Okay. Today, PS4 is outselling the Xbox One, but Microsoft has a cunning plan for the holidays. This is Checkpoint.
Hi, and welcome to Checkpoint. And did you know that Funko has a line of World of Warcraft figures coming out? Why not a line of League of Legends heroes?
Because there'd be like 150 of them?
Isn't that what they want? To sucker you into having to buy a ton of stuff?
Oh, yeah. In an upcoming PlayStation 4 update, the promised Share Play feature is being released. Originally shown off during the PS4 announcement press conference, Share Play is sort of like remote couch co-op. You can be playing whatever game, and your friend can be on their PS4 watching you play. Then, if they want to try the game or beat a hard section that you're having trouble with, they can assume direct control with their controller and play just like you were in the room. Which is no help to me, because even if a better player tries to run me through the raid in Destiny, my character is still only level 26. On the upside, even though my friends can still judge my terrible gameplay, at least I don't have to put pants on anymore.
Microsoft has dropped the price of the Xbox One to $350 just in time for the holiday season. Starting November 2nd, US customers will be able to pick up a Connect-free Xbox One or a limited edition white Xbox One bundled with Sunset Overdrive, or an Xbox One bundled with Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Dance Central Spotlight for some reason. These deals are both red hot and the deep baby poop yellow of desperation. The last time we saw these kind of discounts from Microsoft, they were on the original not-so-good selling Xbox. Now, supposedly this $50 price cut is just for the holidays, but I'm betting the $350 vanilla Xbox One will stick around after January 3rd due to popular demand, wherein popular means any sales whatsoever, and demand means the angry emails from Satya Nadella that he's no doubt sending to Phil Spencer at this point.
It's almost Halloween and everyone is dressing up. Even the cast of Ultra Street Fighter 4. Teased at GameStart 2014, the costume pack currently has no price or release date, but does feature Street Fighter characters dressed as animals. And I don't mean we get to see Ryu's fursona, more like they've all been hit with Ninja Turtles ooze and turned into members of Bebop and Rocksteady's crew. Except Cammy, of course, who is just a fox girl, because, of course, she's just a fox girl.
A man in Taiwan has apparently ruined his neck after spending 3 hours a night playing on his phone before falling asleep. According to his doctors, the man developed bone spurs on his neck and had his vertebrae deteriorate because he spent too long looking down at his phone when he was awake and too long looking up at it while he was in bed. So that's too much time doing this and too much time doing this. But there's good news! According to doctors, if you do spend a lot of time looking at your phone, you can do some simple exercises like this to strengthen your neck. So everyone look forward to having horrible neck problems in 5 years, I guess.
SimCity Build It, a new mobile SimCity game, was recently soft-launched for iOS and Android in the not-so-secret soft-launching markets of Canada and New Zealand. Build It, a free download with in-app purchases, brings the SimCity experience to mobile without all that must-be-always-online awkwardness that marred SimCity 5's release. Although EA's blog does say, somewhat eye-rollingly, that many of the coolest features require a connection, they also assure players that, quote, this is not SimCity Lite for mobile. It is a new, different SimCity experience compared to what you've played on the PC.
Really? Because that sounds exactly like SimCity Lite for mobile.
No. The EA blog post said, quote, familiar reference points have been streamlined to make the experience more fun and manageable on touchscreens.
So it's SimCity Lite for mobile.
No. They also say it's incredibly rich in terms of gameplay, but super approachable and designed for how you play games on your smartphone or tablet.
Okay, I know what you're saying, but what I'm hearing coming out of your mouth is literally SimCity Lite for mobile.
Not at all. They just want to make it very clear that they wanted to, quote, deliver on the things that make SimCity SimCity, but in a way that's easy to pick up and play.
How many times do they contradict themselves in a single blog post?
At least 4.
Oh, well, thanks, EA. I can't wait to be disappointed by SimCity again. Coming up, Microsoft is up to something with Sunset Overdrive, tweeting cryptic things that will lead to websites with numerical ciphers on them. Maybe you could win an Xbox, or maybe they'll come to your house, punch you in the face, and give you a knock-up energy drink. I mean, the former is more likely, but be prepared for the latter. SimCity Lite for mobile. SimCity Lite for mobile.
I'm doing my smartphone neck exercises.
Giggity. Like, I can't imagine anybody doing this for more than 10 seconds
Just
a day.
put on some Hadaway and...
Do.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Yeah, apparently if
Rebellious
you want to
Uno.
neck, you do that.
What was the rest of the lower third for Build It? It said softly, umph. Yes, umph. That was a sound effect. It was umph. It was the lower third read.
Omnicrat made a resub mistake. Thank you for subscribing.
It's the lower third is meant to be read. I'm gonna launch this game so softly.
So does everybody here know why they do the soft launches in New Zealand?
Oh, I don't think so. I think you should tell them.
All right, so why do New Zealand and Canada get special treatment? It used to be that almost all soft launches were in Canada because we're kind of like the US and we're in the same time zone, but we're a smaller market. But things that happen in Canada are quickly noticed by people in America because Canadians like to be like, hey, we got something before you! Yeah. So now it's really popular to do soft launches in New Zealand, even though it's a different time zone, but culturally, it's a very similar experience. Like, these are all white people, mostly, who speak English, you know, so similar sort of values, cultural expectations, you know, economic systems and stuff. And so then you get to, you know, tinker with your IAP price points and like when you
that means sort of in-app purchases.
When you push the monetization hard and see how people respond. And if you screw up the market, you're only screwing up the New Zealand market, which has only got like 4 million, I think 5 million people total live in New Zealand. So that's a much smaller portion of that is going to be playing your mobile game.
I'm drinking water, Thurberus.
It's the same reason why Blizzard usually launches their games for Mac before Windows. And Mac people are like, yay, we got a game first.
And Blizzard is like, yes, we're testing with a smaller user base. Yes, delicious.
Yeah.
So the way that this one was, iOS was launching in Canada and Android was in New Zealand? Other way around. Mm-hmm. So they use it to test.
Yeah.
New Zealand, discount Canada.
New Zealand, upmarket Wales, according to Metric Furlong.
I don't know if I should be offended or not. I don't know if Welsh people should be offended.
Everyone should be offended.
Yeah, somebody should be offended.
We're just drinking water out of bottles.
This is a water bottle. It's a SIG water bottle. It's actually Graham's water bottle that I stole.
It's a Space Invaders knockoff. It says Space Warrior.
But
Space Invasions.
There's something about it. I don't know if anybody else has this. If you hand me a bottle of water like this or a glass of water, I'm like, eh. If you put a bottle of water in one of these where you have to like suck it through the top, I'm just like, I want water. I don't know why. There's something about the nipple simulation nozzle that I just cannot get enough of it into my body.
All right.
That was a profoundly strange statement. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, there's a whole bunch of subs to do.
A second, I want to see this GIF.
Yeah.
Good loop. I like Flicker's comment. It's just.
I'm sure I'm not the only person who prefers drinking out of these for some reason.
No, many people do. They just don't refer to it as a nipple simulation device.
I was talking about charisma with a friend of mine last night. It was my friend Mia. We were at a concert, and I was talking about people who have wonderful natural charisma, like Graham and his sister, and you're just drawn to them. And I was like, I have charisma the same way a very colorful poisonous spider does, where you're like, that's interesting and slightly dangerous, but I want to come closer.
I don't want to come closer to poisonous spiders.
But you're like curious, right? You're like, that's really weird.
Look at those bright colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Nature tells me, to creatures of lesser intelligence, these bright colors tell them to stay away. But I'm a human, so I'm going to investigate this.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to start welcoming some subscribers?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's get the
sub train rolling.
I'll go look up a picture of a pretty spider now.
Someone's done the work for you. Our first subscriber today was Sean's Cheap Sheep Entrails.
Oh man. Damn it, nature, you're scary.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Cheap sheep entrails.
Xanderbats, when the DB app will be launched is a question for the Jeremy, so I will ask him.
On the run for username, please. Says Kathleen, Lur's own poison arrow frog. Alright, let's see. Sean's Cheap Sheep Entrails. Hey everybody, are you looking to decorate your abode for Halloween? Well, why not bring the fun into this disgusting holiday with a disgusting pile of entrails? But who has hundreds of dollars to spend on awful just to make your house look awful? That's right. If you go to Sean's Cheap Sheep Entrails, we'll save you big bucks with entrails from Big Bucks. That's right. I'm actually quite proud of that one. But,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. That's right. We've got kidneys, we've got hearts, we've got intestines, we've got all kinds of things that normally are only found at haggis, but for this one holiday only, can be draped around your gutters and across your door. Keep those trick-or-treaters away, or just get people who are really into kinky sex into your house. With Sean's Cheap Sheep Entrails, we don't judge you, we just pass on the savings.
Nice.
I like it.
The next username, the ongoing saga continues with On Run from Username Police.
Oh no. Well, it was last week. It was I've escaped from the username factory, right?
Yes.
And now they're on the run from the username police.
It's turning into like The Fugitive.
Africa. It's just
I think that's Liz.
Too late.
No, but she'll get the amuse bouche, which is all you need. Let's see. Let's see.
Awful is spelled O-F-F-A-L.
Yeah.
Now,
Nipples.
this is actually interesting.
Let's just subscribe.
In the comment thread for this week's video, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I like that you guys were pronouncing awful awful, because it's awful."
That's how you pronounce it.
But
yeah,
which I've never heard a different pronunciation for. But people seem to be agreeing that we were pronouncing it differently.
Okay, well, there's awful, like A-U-F-U-L, and there's awful.
Awful.
Did you just say it more quickly?
No, awful is
And with our accent,
maybe it's an accent
with a North
thing.
American accent,
They sound
It's-
identical.
Yeah. Awful.
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 It's a little longer.
Is there like a offal? Do people say offal?
I don't think so.
Awful?
No, I hope not. But I think the awful, like, oh god, that looks awful on you, is a little like harder and longer on the first vowel. But it was like, oh, I got this bucket of sheep awful. Like it's softer and faster, but I think it's almost an indistinguishable word with our accent.
Some people say offal. I've never heard it pronounced offal. Never ever.
I like the...
It's pronounced haggis.
I mean, I'm assuming it's not actually the origin of the word or anything. It's just a weird coincidence. But I do like that awful is awful and pronounced
Yeah.
awful. Because
In your accent,
It-
it's the duration of the start. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awful or awful. Awful or awful. I know that sounds
Yeah.
very similar,
and
but
This is why English is awful if you're trying to learn.
either way, either one it works. It's either terrible or it is the entrails of other languages.
yeah.
All right. Anyhow, on the run from username police. Let's see. I guess it was a dark and stormy night. I crouched down, hidden in a barn in the French countryside, nestled amongst the hay bales and the sheep and the cows and the French horses which were wearing berets and smoking gauloises. They would not rat me out. I was on the run from the username police. They had shot down my plane on over the French countryside, and I knew I had to hide until daylight. I'm just really caught up on my
Yeah, this is a whole...
horses with gauloises. Just like,
It's good.
and then suddenly, a crash, a bang, a shot rang out. A maid screamed. I hope you know what I'm trying to do here. I'm doing Snoopy stories.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were just doing
The user-
a dramatic thing that happened.
The username police were onto my location, but what could I do? Where could I hide? Suddenly, a pirate ship appeared on the horizon.
Wait, weren't you in a barn?
I'm doing Snoopy stories.
Okay.
Until next time, I would have to see if I could get away from the username police, nestled amongst the smoking horses and the polar cows in the French countryside barn. To be continued.
Bum, bum, bum. Nice.
Really paints a picture.
Lone Bard
I
says,
don't know of what, but
awful suffers from the same downfall that words like macabre do. They're just uncommon enough that people see them spelled and hear them pronounced and don't make the connection, so you get people saying offal and macabre instead of awful and macabre. Macabre.
macabre.
Macabre.
I thought this was noir. If you Snoopy, like Charlie Brown Snoopy, yeah. If you read Peanuts comics, Snoopy writes these stories. Like he's an aspiring novelist, and they always start with "It was a dark and stormy night. A shot rang out. A maid screamed, and then suddenly a pirate ship appeared on the horizon. And then there's a little diversion.
Snoopy's not a very good author, is he?
With Joe Polar and his polar cows.
All right.
Okay.
It's a thing.
All right. Next subscriber, Hamath.
Hamath.
With the resub.
Hey everybody, do you want a hammer? Come on down to Hamath's Hammer Warehouse. We have hammers and a lisp, so it sounds like Hamath when you come in. Would you like some Hamath? That will be $6.99. Thank you very much for your pizza for this.
That's not how a lisp works.
Wide variety of Hamath. What?
You replacing R's with TH?
Shush.
Hammerth. It would be.
Hamath. They just give up and just go right to the.
Yeah.
They just go right to the list.
List just means you can replace any letter with a TH.
Yeah.
Is Spooper for selling hammers?
All right.
Okay. Anarin has subscribed for the first time.
Hey everybody, are you looking for a subscriber that has been around for so long but has not actually been a subscriber? Look no further than Anarin. That's right.
Boom.
Long time watcher, first time subscriber, and that means he's going to get a commercial. Anarin, the new... Wait, and then, like, can I have some, like, soothing music?
What kind of...
Soothing how?
I don't know. That drugstore, or drug commercial soothing. Hey everybody, do you have explosive butt? If you have explosive butt, try the new GlaxoSmithKline medication, Anarin. Anarin can help you with all of the most unpleasant side effects of explosive butt, including butt explosions, limited butt explosions, partial butt explosions, and total butt explosions. However, you should ask your doctor if Anarin is right for you because there may be side effects, such as butt explosions, partial butt explosions, butt explosions, and total butt explosions.
Gotta watch out for the TBE.
If butt explosions are a thing that are preventing you from living your life to the fullest or just keeping pants on your own butt, try Anarin today.
Terrible.
Oh, I like that one.
No, it was good.
Yeah. Screaming explosive diarrhea.
King James Enigma.
The computer just realized that there's an iPad hooked up to it.
Hooray!
Wait a minute! I had better see what I could do with this.
King James Enigma. Or Enigma. The EN is...
The E is capitalized. King James Enigma.
Enigma. Oh, like the Riddler.
Yes.
Mr. Enigma.
He's the Riddler.
He's actually the Riddler.
The King James
Holy
Riddler.
shit, Riddler, don't fuck with us.
It's the original King James Riddler.
The King
Yeah.
James edition of the Riddler.
Yeah. It's often considered to be the most authentic.
The most definitive version of the Riddler.
Yeah.
Actually, let's go back in time for this commercial then. Okay. Setting the past. The
Yesterday.
the 16th century. Ho ho! I am King James, and I wish to spread the good word of the Riddler to my subjects. We need a new translation of the DC character Bible into the modern English that people are speaking today, and not the one from Alfred the Great's time. Say, scribe, can you translate the DC character Bible for me?
Sure.
Well, most people don't know that DC comics were originally written in Latin, but they didn't. Only priests could read them, and so they didn't get a lot of
There's
traction.
actually, wait, this is actually...
Hey, Batman.
This is actually a real fact. A real fact. There was an English translation of the Bible that was done in the 9th century by Alfred the Great. Because after the Danes invaded, there was a lot of there was basically a brain drain in England, and a lot of people who could read Latin left. So there was all these Latin books in churches that nobody could read. Nobody could read the Bible or anything like that. So they retranslated lots of holy works into the English of the time. But then they did it again with King James, I think, in the 16th century.
Rebellious Uno says
Nice.
DC comics are still written in Latin and translated.
But from what I understand, there was actually up to a certain point, it was actually a palpable decree that it would not be translated. They didn't want it translated.
Yes, and then this is all I learned. This all from a really good podcast called The History of the English Language. But they have a letter that Alfred wrote, basically saying, "Look, the Romans translated the Greek stuff into Roman, and then we translated it or into Latin, and now we can read it, and other people have done that. So obviously, translation is actually the most sincere form of appreciation for these things. So why aren't we translating these into a language that we can read?" And it's a really good thought, honestly. Somebody in the 9th century. That's pretty good thinking.
Having books in languages that people can read.
Yeah.
Whereas, it turns out, it really spurred literacy to have things for people to read.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was good. So, anyhow, all right. So, can you translate the DC character
I thought we were
Bible
done that.
into the newer English?
Yeah, I don't think Fooperman is going to sell.
Ah, excellent.
S's used to look like F's.
But it was like a F
But it was
with
like a
tail.
squiggly F with a tail. That used to be the S sound, so Fooperman. That was a Latin joke.
And TH used to look like a Y.
Yeah.
That's why ye olde things. That's how that works.
Smiling Warlock has just subscribed.
Highly suspicious.
Yeah. That's the last thing you want to do is go up to a warlock with a smug grin on their face. It's like,
S's used to look like F's.
fake sphere.
Yeah, fake sphere. Fake sphere.
Alright, okay. Oh, right. Smiling Warlock. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a bit of revenge and a little bit of magic on the side? Come on down to Smiling Warlocks, a warehouse of spells and or doom. That's right, if you need to get somebody just out of the way because they took your parking spot, or seduced your wife, or you just don't like them and you want them turned into a frog, Smiling Warlock's warehouse has the solution for you. Hey, you look like an upstanding young gentleman with a massive grudge. What are you looking to do today at Smiling Warlock's warehouse?
I want somebody to have their butt explode.
Well, we got some great prescription drugs. We got real cheap for that. You just grind them up and slip them in. That doesn't even require any magic. What about you? What are you looking to do that's horrible?
I need to escape from the username police.
Well, here, just climb inside this polar cowhide like a tauntaun, and we got that. Also, poof, some magic. Now you're both rabbits. Woo, Smiling Warlocks, come on down today.
These actually smell quite pleasant on the inside.
Yeah.
Candy Nuke.
Has subscribed.
Oh dear.
The Snorshin Warehouse District is huge. These businesses aren't all in Snorsh.
No.
Candy Nuke. All right. I don't know. I feel that the candy, the insanity of the Candy Nuke stuff that Cam and Alex came up with for the Hustle episode almost speaks for itself.
It was pretty ridiculous. We did not use all of it either.
No.
They were going off for quite a while.
Well, they wrote like 2 long paragraphs, and the first one was just like tightened up for like wording and was sort of like as described in the episode. And then the second one, I took out like the nougat slug bits, but I didn't want to go into a whole nother description because I felt that like detracted from the insanity of the Candy Nuke.
And they were trying to get into like stuff about like actually creating like an atomic pile.
Yeah.
Like, from last year's candy pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, like a pile of candy, but also nuclear pile jokes.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking at actual diagrams of nuclear, like how nuclear bombs detonate, and like fallout radiuses and stuff.
The demon core.
The demon core nuclear bomb.
Horrifying.
You can look that up on Wikipedia. Yep. But I did it all at Ash's house because I was using her Cintiq, so not my problem.
So if people come and visit Ash at some point in the near future.
Let's see. So, Candy Nuke. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a way to get candy to those pesky trick-or-treaters without having to open your door, leave your house, or do any work whatsoever? Why not come on down to Kathleen's warehouse for Candy Nukes? We have employed 2 of the most deranged minds in human history, Cameron Lauder and Alex Stacy, and they've developed a candy delivery solution for you that will probably kill most of those that you love, but if you're looking for the solution, you don't love anybody anyhow, so fuck them. Just blow them up. That's right. If they don't die from the radiation or the fires caused by the molten liquid sugar raining down like napalm, they'll die from diabetes. Candy Nuke. Try it today.
Lone Bard says someday you guys need to do a video that's just Alex, Cam, and Kathleen think out loud.
That's kind of
that crap shot where everybody is dead was literally Alex, Cam, and Kathleen.
That's where a lot of crap shots come from. It was Paul and Alex who were actually presenting the idea, but Cam and Alex are the ones who actually like came up with the.
Yeah, I feel. That came up with the idea. I feel that actually was a little problematic in Commodore Hustle universe because Commodore Hustle Paul, while a genius, has never quite been so destructive. I think that was the Alex influence.
Yeah, I mean, I think he is. I think the trick is Commodore Hustle Paul is fairly he doesn't really pay that much attention to how much damage it will or will not do, and so he gets kind of excited about a project without really thinking about the ramifications of it. And so Alex put him on to this idea of the explosive candy idea, and he was like, yes, let's do that, and put all his considerable engineering knowledge behind that idea, but didn't actually, think about the whole casualty aspect of it. Because, but I don't know if it's something that he would have gone. He probably would have.
Commodore Hustle Paul doesn't think about the results. He's just excited about inventing.
Yeah.
Says Mad Waltz. Yeah.
I actually love. It's actually relevant, particularly this week. Because the actor who played Doc on Fraggle Rock just died this week.
Huh.
Aww.
Which is actually pretty impressive because he was he was kind of an old guy on Fraggle Rock. But anyway, there's my favorite line ever in the thing. He's supposed to be sort of this mad inventor kind of guy, right? Crazy inventor
and he
dude.
Befriends the Fraggles.
Yeah. And he is at the beginning of the episode. He's looking through his notebook of like ideas that he's had that he never got around to inventing, and one of them is how to sew a button onto a fried egg. And he is like, now that is an interesting problem. And so he spends the entire episode trying to work out how to sew a button onto a fried egg. And partway through the episode, somebody phones him up and he's like, what? No, I can't come out. No, I'm busy. What? No, I'm trying to sew a button onto a fried egg. Why? I haven't even figured out how yet. Which is my favorite line. It's the great inventing line. It's like, why am I doing this? I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Then I'll figure out why.
We'll work on the why later. Almost Funny username has subscribed.
Hey everybody, are you looking to amuse your friends and family, but not too much because they are faint of heart? Why not come on down to my place of business and I will give you an almost funny username, like Korsh. It could be funny, maybe it's not. I don't know. How about just Bob with a question mark at the end?
Bob?
Bob? I mean, you would think I might be amused, but only a little bit. Therefore it is safe. Almost funny username. It is a thing that you can do if you want to do a very little bit of a thing and not make too many waves. Hooray!
Smiling Warlock is right. Once you figure out the how, then the why is because I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the saying Commodore Hustle Paul. High intelligence, very low wisdom. I think that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Screw Attack 94 has subscribed.
How old would you be if you were born in 1994? 20?
Yes. Exactly 20.
Jesus.
Because it's 2014.
I feel old. Hey! How do I want to do this? I like that.
You just drove off the road. Hey!
Actually, also related to, I did not know this, but I happened to watch The Boondock Saints recently because it just showed up on Netflix.
Yeah.
The bartender in Boondock Saints is Doc, and he's incredibly foul-mouthed.
What, is the same actor?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
And they believe they refer to him as nickname Doc.
Wow.
But I believe he's supposed to have like Tourette's or something, so he's like incredibly foul-mouthed.
I wonder if oh shoot, the guy who does the Boondocks, who makes the Boondocks?
Boondock Saints or no Boondocks?
Aaron McGruder.
Oh, you're Boondock Saints.
Oh, Boondock Saints. I'm sorry. I misheard
the movie,
you.
But the incredibly violent movie.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
I misheard you. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, hey everybody, guess what? Is it time to inflict danger on your foes? Why not try Screw Attack? That's right. It's the new Kung Fu invented by me, Kathleen. Just having a lot of fun doing this motion.
Is that part of the attack?
No. The attack is, first, you take a handful of screws, and then you go like this, ha! And then people are like, ah! I have screws in my face! They're so scratchy!
It's like pocket sand, but much worse.
Yes.
So many screws.
Oh, but wait, what if your opponent doesn't have glasses? Well, then it's like this, ha!
Ah, my eyes!
Screw Attack! Now, what makes this special? You use exactly 94 screws. And then you go poof, or just whee! Heyyyyy! I don't know where I'm going with this.
Also good for children's parties. So the screw attack is you throw screws at them.
Yeah. You just go, hey, how's it going? Bah! And they go.
Or they might just go. I think they pull like a wood screw out of their mouth and they're like, ah, my tongue is scratched. That would be awful if your tongue had like a cut on it.
Yes. Well, it would heal very quickly.
Yeah, except that you'd like anything salty, anything
Yeah.
like acidic, anything that tasted good, you'd be like, ah.
I mean, that's basically what's happening when you have like a cold sore or something in your tongue. It's like,
I don't get cold sores on my tongue. Or you mean like a canker sore?
Yeah,
Canker sore, I guess.
Canker sore.
Canker sore.
Different from a cold sore.
Yeah.
right.
Mobile Suit Gundam.
That is an excellent name.
That's
That
fun.
is not one I've heard before.
That is not a.
I'm pretty sure Mobile Suit Gundam subscribed already once.
That is not a mildly funny username.
That's very funny.
That is a funny username.
I will be right back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, Mobile Suit Gundam. Let's see. I don't know. I don't remember much of Mobile Suit Gundam except for looking at some suspicious sort of like internet pictures featuring the
Suspicious
all,
internet pictures.
the all male cast of Mobile Suit Gundam doing things that perhaps some female viewers were excited to have them do, but they may not have done as if they were going as characterized. Officially.
So you're saying that
I've seen some.
these pictures may not have been canonical, is what you're saying?
No, but they did feature a lot of boys kissing.
Were the Gundams also involved in some way?
No, they were not interested in the robots, just the boys kissing.
Okay.
So Mobile Suit Gundam. Here, the chair is kind of see-through. I think it's because
It's reflecting
the green.
The green. Yeah.
Weird. All right. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a way to Junda your opponents and really rub it in their face? Don't just cascade into a blood braid elf into another blood braid elf and then like a fireball or something else ridiculous and you just burn them out. Instead, get a giant mecha robot suit and then do all that, and then when they're just like, and then they cascaded into another blood braid elf, then you just step on them in your giant robot suit and you're like, yeah! Mobile Suit Gundam out.
They're like, Judge!
Yeah. Yeah, you just like see like an arm with like a magic card come out and then like some Cheeto dust. It's like a little explosion and you just hear this Judge.
Yeah. And then the judge like comes and like looks, it's like, there's technically nothing in the rules against this.
Yeah, I can't cascade into a fireball. I've never actually played I haven't played any decks with Cascade. So
yeah, you could cascade into a fireball, but it wouldn't do much.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about actual Cascade. Fake magic girl. Clover vibe. That sounds like a sex toy.
Probably is, actually. I would not be surprised.
Well, anything with the word vibe at the end of it, right? I apologize to...
Getting kind of a Clover vibe going on here.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Clover Vibe is a sequel to Clover Fields, then I don't have to make vibrator jokes.
A Clover vibe is what you get when you feel like there might be like 30-story monster behind you. You're like, kind of getting a Clover vibe right now, but I'm not sure.
And you
don't really want to turn around.
No, but you turn around and the monster's like, whoop!
Yeah, it's like hides behind a big.
Yeah, and then it like peeks
You're
back
like,
out.
oh no, there's just a 30-foot tall statue back there. That's not it.
Yeah, the monster's just like,
yeah, just like holds up a torch.
yeah.
I thought I saw the head of the Statue of Liberty come banging down this street, but then I looked over and the Statue of Liberty was obviously still there. So I don't know.
All right. Graham leaves and Kathleen gets filthy. Now, Graham does not have to leave for me to get filthy. All right, so, hey, everybody. Oh, wait, actually. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Snorsh, where we have a new feature film to tell you about. That's right. Did you like J.J. Abrams' Cloverfield? Well, you'll love our new movie, Clover Vibe, featuring David Caruso, because that's all we could get. Anyhow, Clover Vibe is the unofficial but mostly official sequel to Cloverfield, but it's got a twist, and the twist is it's also very sexy. That's why it's called Clover Vibe. We have a line of vibrators we are also selling. They have 16 speeds that are powered by Wiggle on a bicycle. And instead of having a rabbit top, it's a little David Caruso face. He is not authorizing us to use his likeness in any way whatsoever. But you know what? It's fun. If you you like David Caruso, why not? Wow.
I'm more concerned about that you have to have a Weagle right there to run it. That just seems like danger waiting to happen. I don't want a Weagle anywhere near the bedroom area.
No kidding.
Or the house, or really the property, or any kind of area within 100 feet.
I thought about where you'd be putting that David Caruso formed vibrator, and I thought I'm just gonna stop talking. So, all right, let's go on to the next one. Marcanius. Marcanius. It's probably not Marcanus.
Probably not.
Marcanius. What could Marcanius be?
I feel like I seem to recall doing like he's a resub of or they're doing something about like Roman centurion or something. Which is anything ES automatically.
Yeah.
So, but like we may have already done that. If this is a resub, so I don't know. By the way, you do not have to draw that.
It's like a Weagle like really going on a bicycle, and there's a little power cord coming out to like a little like stump with a David Caruso looking unimpressed face because they could not get a mold of his face where he's smiling because he's in Snorch. He's like,
I like it. It's like a Weagle with like maybe like a little piece of I don't know cheese or whatever a Weagle wants. Like hanging on a little fishing rod in front of him to make him run.
Yeah, I don't know what a Weagle wants.
A finger.
Yeah, just like a human hand. He's like,
oh dear.
All right, Marcanius. I'm getting texts from people. That's something I will answer later.
Human flesh seems to be the
human flesh.
The consensus.
All right, ancient Roman general Marcanius, ancient Roman general, savior of some Roman people, mostly rich Roman people. Pretty indifferent to poor Roman people, but still hero of some Roman people who had a lot of property and attractive daughters. Marcanius, watch him march confidently across battle behind a phalanx of people with shields and a horse wearing a lot of armor and a bunker that he made 4 slaves carry just to make sure he was extra safe. Marcanius, he who rescues many people as long as they have money and are connected to him politically. Marcanius, hero Roman general for the ages.
Yay! Yay! The trick is you gotta save people who can then, go on and like write the history about how awesome it was that you saved them. There's no point in saving people who aren't gonna write about it.
Yeah,
then nobody will remember it.
Marcanius, who looks out for number 1 first. All right. Rip, shirtless, beige, sad face.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Shirtless beige.
Although ripping
sad
would
face.
make
Yeah.
beige a sad face.
Uh-oh, whoops.
All right.
We're fine.
I'm going to go grab some food.
Okay.
That sounds really smart.
So,
1, 2,
So I
3,
was really
4,
good
5,
while you were
6,
away,
7,
and I was not
8,
gross at all.
9, 10,
No.
11, 12, 13.
You might not want to scroll back in the chat history, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to be going to go grab some lunch, and I will be back with some things on my stream in a little bit.
Because we have to do pickup shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey everybody, can I have some sad music?
Okay.
Sad news today from Loading Ready Run headquarters. We looked at the Twitch has updated its terms of service, and there can be no more sexy or suggestive streams, which means R.I.P. Shirtless Beige. What does this mean for you, our viewers? You no longer will see Beige's 2 glistening nipples.
No.
Embedded into your retinas.
Glistening.
So, sorry about that. But maybe you're not. Maybe this is actually a blessing in disguise. When they announced that, did they mention Beige by name or just include a picture of him?
Yeah, Twitch has said unilaterally no more shirtless streaming for anybody.
Yeah. No girls, no boys. No, even if you have, like, six-pack abs, none of that. So, that's fine. All right.
Luckily, we don't.
Creative mode. What am I listening to? You are listening to a weird show that we do.
Yeah.
Mogling is our next subscriber. Mogling. That sounds adorable and cute. It's kind of out of my wheelhouse. Excuse me. Hey, everybody, are you looking for a Moogle, but they're just too big to have in your house? Why not try one of my miniature Moogles? That's right, Moglings. They've been specially bred to be extra tiny and extra cute. At no more than 6 inches high, they can fit anywhere. Hamster cages, sock drawers, or elaborate habit trail systems. You just have to have it rigged up in your house. And these Moglings, even though they're incredibly intelligent beings that can use magic and like do things like save your game for you, kind of break the universe a little bit, all sorts of interesting things. Turns out when you breed them real small, they get real stupid. That's right. They're all functionally illiterate and very dumb. So do not surprise them. Do not show them any bright colors or they will attack. And alright, I have to admit it, they're not Moglings at all. They're just small baby Weagles. They're Weagles that I glued a little red ball onto, and I've got so many of them, so please take them. Look, it's so cute and tiny.
Aww. Ah!
And a little ferocious, but it's a little ferocious. It's so small, it can't actually rip out your jugular yet. It's just like pulling on your neck a bit. I don't know what I'm doing. Moglings, I mean baby Weagles, buy them today. Ah.
That was weird.
That was weird. Who's next?
Novelty subscription.
Hey everybody, are you looking for a way to make Kathleen say dumb things? Why not try a novelty subscription? What kind of novelty subscriptions? Stuff like R.I.P. Shirtless Beige or Clover Vibe. Actually, that seems like somebody's real username.
Almost funny username.
Almost funny username.
On the run from the username police.
On the run from the username police.
Sean's cheap sheep warehouse.
All of that stuff. That is a good way to make me do a stupid thing. That's right, novelty subscriptions. What do they get you? Well, they get you a few seconds of my brain processes, which are a lot weirder than you'd think they would be. And they help support Let It Ready Run and Twitch. Novelty subscriptions. Keep the weirdness running.
So that was 15. But we had several other subs after 15. Gamer Girl Rena has subscribed. Welcome, Gamer Girl Rena.
Hey everybody, Gamer Girl Rena. She is a sub. I don't actually want to make fun of this person because she seems really excited about like subscribing.
You don't have to make fun of everybody.
I make fun of everybody though.
You don't though. You don't make fun of everybody. Anyway, thank you for subscribing, Gamer Girl Rena. We do 15 full welcomes and then everyone afterwards we welcome you.
Hold on. I will give her something proper though. A little better of an amuse-bouche of me like bailing out halfway through and going no. Hey everybody, come on down to Gamer Girl Rena's Warehouse of Renas. That's right, we have arenas, but we've lost the A, so they're just Renas. What can you do with arena? I mean, anything you can do with an arena, but with less letters! Yay!
Oh no, I missed the sub cutoff.
Sucks to be you, I know. Sucks to be you, no commercial, boo.
Omnicrat made a resub mistake.
Omnicrat made a resub mistake, but he also made a subbing mistake because he subbed while he was... Wait, what am I talking about?
Are you asking me this? Yeah. This seems like a rhetorical question.
I don't know.
Africa... I think 4 A's, 3 F's. 3 F's.
Am I far enough
R-I-K...
away? I miss the rains down in Africa!
I don't know if that helped at all.
I took a step back.
Nipple simulation.
try drinking out of one of these again now. Think about it. Ew.
And have torn epsilon.
Have torn epsilon better than have torn alpha, have torn omega, have torn beta, and have torn delta. That's right, have torn epsilon. Wait, omega's last, isn't it?
Yes.
No, not as good as have torn omega. What's...
The hand does nothing. I should have just muted it. Just have you be like...
Alright, that was weird. Hope everybody enjoyed that.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna go put sandwiches in our face and then go do some extra reshooting for...
It's not reshooting, because we
Not
haven't done the shot.
reshooting, it's pickups.
Yeah.
Hopefully before it starts raining, because we have to be outside. We have to go down to the beach.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
Bye, everybody. Thank
you'll
you
see
so
why.
much for tuning in.
Thank you so
Paul
much.
will be back with things on... Oh, you missed Gamma. That's right.
Well, you missed a lot of the alphabet.
I don't know my Greek alphabet.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, sigma, rho, tau, omicron.
You sound like the worst fraternity.
No, you've ruined it now. I used to know the whole alphabet but now I'm lost. There's also upsilon, zeta, eta, theta.
Upsilon?
Yeah.
Why are no frats named after Upsilon?
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Mu, psi, pi, rho. Yeah.
And Kappa.
I used to know. Yes, and don't forget Kappa. Kappa.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Paul will be back in a few minutes, say 20 minutes-ish, with things on my stream. He's continuing his playthrough of Psychonauts. And, yes, so the stream will go offline in the interim, but don't go anywhere, and we shall return. So I'm going to play some commercials on the way out.
Everybody do your neck stretches.
If you let those run, that is helpful to us. Appreciate it. And, yes, we shall return. So,
Bye, everybody.
thanks, everyone, for watching.